it's Heather. I am back at you today with a Plan With Me. This is the very first Plan With Me weekly spread that I will be sharing on my YouTube channel. The kit we're going to be using this week is the Simple Paperie Pink and Blue Valentine's kit. It just so happens that the free sampler that Simple Paperie sent matches the Pink and Blue Valentine's kit, so I will be using that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I always like to start at the top of my pages, and so we'll be starting with the first set of headers. I like to do my to-dos right at the top because that is probably the most important part of my day. So I'm going to go ahead and put those down and be right back with you. Really well. I didn't have to remove them and start all over again. So those are my to-dos. I thought about mixing up the pinks and the blues, but then I didn't. I don't really know why. So we've got like the pinks on one side, blues, and then a whole nother pink. The next thing I'm going to do are my ombre heart check boxes. And should I match the colors onto, or should I like alternate? I don't know, I think I'm going to match. I think I'm going to match the ombre check boxes to the to-do headers right above. So this first one's light pink, so this one will be light pink, and I will keep on going with that. Those are all of my check boxes like that. I have one left over that I will be using on the sidebar later. I kind of like the look of matching up the header colors with the checkbox colors. You could mix it up more if you want to. I think that would look great too. Instead, what I'm going to do is for my full boxes, that's when I'm going to start mixing up what I've got in each column. So the next thing to do will be the two day headers. So I'm going to go ahead and do that next, and I'm going to try to mix them up and not like follow the exact same color every single column. Those are all my to-days. I'm going to try something new this week. I just thought of it on the fly. Normally what I do is I just do all my to-days all the way across, just like you would have it to cover up the normal headers. But then I had this awkward white space here the last couple weeks I was doing that. So I'm going to move all of my to-days up along with my weekend banners, use some washi tape, and see what I think. So that's going to be something new. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I want my weekends to look. So I've got my today headers in. Next would be my full boxes as well as my weekend banner. So we'll do that next. Okay, so those are my full boxes. Ooh, I think that looks really, really cute. I like that. I do have one full box left. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to use it for yet. I might put it up in the Thankful Thought. I might not. So I'm going to hold on to that for the moment. This kit didn't come with any washi, so I'm going to have to get kind of creative to be able to cover this stuff up. I might have to use half boxes from another kit. We shall see. I'm going to go ahead and start working on my sidebar. I have an important little banner here that I can do that. Right there at the top, or maybe I should work from the bottom. You know what, I'm going to hang on my sidebar for a moment and I'm going to work on my little things instead because I know exactly where I want those. So again, I'm going to try to mix up the colors just a little bit. So all my little things banners are in. Sorry if that wasn't 100% in screen. I was really focused on getting all my stickers put into place. So there's that. The next thing I'm going to do is put in my heart checklist. I like to put those under my little things. It's just like a way for me to do like a brain dump at the end of the day. I just kind of write down what's important and what I need to remember for the next day. So I'm going to go ahead and put these flags in on my little things real quick. I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I have all of my heart check boxes in, excuse me, little heart flags. And this is what I have left so far in this kit. I have one ombre heart checklist, I have 2 big flags, and I have 1 full box. And then I have an important, I've got all my short heart check boxes, and I've got dots. And then I have all of my little functional stickers left. I have my hydrate as well as functional stickers here left. And then everything on the freebie sampler left as well. So I'm going to start bringing in some other things just so that I can get everything laid out just right. I will still be using more from this kit, but I need to see how it fits with everything else. So other things I'm going to bring into this kit, I have half boxes, the February half boxes from Libbie Co that I'm going to throw in here. And I also have from Lexie Kylee Designs monthly kit, I've got her quarter boxes. I thought they matched pretty well with this as well. Some of them, at least like the darker and the very light pink, matched. And even these blue actually match a little bit too. So I'm going to be using some of these quarter boxes as well. And we'll see how this ends up turning out. Actually, I'm pretty excited about this. So I normally do like half boxes all along the bottom. That's where I write in my workouts. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that next. And not all of these colors match, so I'm going to be kind of choosy. I think I'm only going to use this light pink here, and then probably I need to use a few more because I do this every single day. So probably this darker pink here I'll use as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put those half boxes in down at the bottom. Okay, so now all of my half boxes are down at the bottom. Again, that is where I record the workouts for each day. I always have a free fitness challenge group going on Facebook. So like this month is a love handles challenge, a lose your love handles. So I'll write down what I have to do each day there, as well as whatever I do as my like actual workout for the day, whether that's cardio or weights or whatever. So that'll go down there at the bottom. I still have plenty of stickers left on this sheet, so I'll be using that probably in another weekly spread later. The only thing I hadn't yet figured out is how I'm going to handle this weekend area now that I have it off center from the rest of it. I was thinking like another half box would work, but I don't really have anything that would match that at all. So what I was thinking was I could cut this full box in half, and that would actually work pretty well. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to take this full box right here. I'm not usually a fan of cutting my stickers. I like to kind of just use what I have, but at the same time, like I don't want to bring in something else into this kit. I'm going to go ahead and cut and hope it's straight. Probably won't be. Fingers crossed. Okay. So I went ahead and I cut. I'm going to line it up with the straight edge. There. Let's see how that looks. If I could get it to go straight, come on. You know it's because the video's on. Like anytime you have to do anything on a video, it ends up not being nearly as good as if you were to have done it on your own in the privacy of like your own home, not being watched by other people. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that like that. There's a little white space showing, but it's not bad. Okay, so not exactly the same, but they look pretty close. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to put in I like this darker quarter box here. Again, that was from the Lexie Kylee monthly kit for the month of February. Now it has rounded corners, so I don't really want the white to show from the rounded corners, so I'm gonna overlap that just a teeny weensy bit. And it's actually a little bit wider because it's meant for the monthly boxes. So it's a little bit wider than the weekly boxes are. But I think it'll end up looking okay. So I'm going to do the dark one, and I'm also going to do this light one, I think, right here. I'm really liking how this is turning out, actually. I'm going to put those there. Perfect. And then in this lower space right here, I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to put a short checkbox right there because I'm sure I'm going to have things to do on each of these days. I always do. So I might put a grocery list or something in that space. So let's see. Let's do... Yeah, it's going to do this dark pink. Right, like that. Oh, that fits perfectly. That could not have been planned like any better. And I promise you guys, I did it on the fly. I had no idea how I was going to make this look. But I like it. I like it a lot. There you go. That's how I'm going to handle Saturday and Sunday this week. If I had had some washi tape instead, this probably would have looked a little bit differently, but I kind of like the way it's looking right now, actually. So I'm pretty happy with that. The only things I have left then to fill are the Thankful Thought box, which I will probably leave alone because I don't have a full box to fill it with. I might actually put a Thankful Thought there. Then I need to do my sidebar. This is the first time I'm going to be doing a sidebar. I didn't do the sidebars at all in the month of January because I couldn't figure out what the heck I wanted to put there. So I'm going to do the sidebar now. Obviously you can tell I am not like a zero white space person. I don't mind the white space showing, so I'm not going to worry about like making sure the whole sidebar is like filled, but I am going to use this to my advantage here, unlike last month. So I think I'm going to put down, I have one little header left and it says important. I'm going to have that right at the top. And then I'm going to put my checkbox. This will be like what I need to do this week, what my goals are for the week. Here we go. I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to use another monthly box, kind of like washi, because I don't have any washi. But these could be used instead. Let's see if this is going to work. Okay, so let's line it up. Again, they're a little bit wider, so I gotta kind of stick it out a little further like that. And then my hydrate sticker for this week. There we go, just like that, my hydrate sticker. And then I still have a little bit of space down there at the bottom. And let's see, I could put in a flag maybe, like a don't forget flag, and then maybe a short Let's do a don't forget right there. And we'll do 3 little bullet points with that. So what color haven't I used? Let's do the dark maroon color. Like that. Or, hey, I have these to use. Yeah, I'm going to use actually one of those. Kidding! I'm going to put that back. Please go back. There we go. And I'm going to use one of these flags instead. One of the larger flags. And I think I want to use... I'm going to use this lighter one. The white background on this one. I think. There we go. And then I'm going to use some of the dots so I can make it kind of like a checkbox. And here's where I'll bring in that darker color. Cool. Alright, so I think I'm going to call that good. So let's take a look and see what we have here. And we'll look at what I've got left over from the kit. So I'm really liking how this spread turned out, actually. I'm pretty happy with this. Let's see. There we go. Now it's in frame. So I didn't have anything for the thoughtful thought. Maybe I can put Little Miss Panda there instead. Here. We're going to have Little Miss Panda up in the thoughtful thought. There you go. She's thinking. And still have to put in all my functional stickers, but I'm really liking how this turned out so far. All I have left for my kit, I used up everything from the full box sheet. All full boxes as well as the half boxes, so those are all used up. And from the other sheet of full boxes, so I guess that first sheet was the ombre check boxes. They look the same obviously when there's no stickers on them. The only thing I have left here is one little flag. Save it for later because it's a very pretty flag. I'm sure I can use it another time. So I'm going to hang on to that. And then from the headers, I used every single one of the headers. I used every single one of the long heart checklists, and then I used a couple of the little short flag heart checklists, and then I used some of the dots, but not very many of them. I used the rest of them to decorate, but I don't think I'm going to this time around. And then from the little extra functional, I just used the hydrate sticker, the drink up. I didn't use any of these functional stickers yet. I probably will use a couple of them. But gas, I don't know when I'm going to get gas. I don't really plan that out in advance. And same thing with groceries. It kind of just happens when it happens. And the Happy Mail, like, yes, I'm going to have Happy Mail this week, but I don't know what day it's going to show up yet because everything's still in transit. So I will probably be using these stickers, but it won't be until later in the week. So you will have to check out my Instagram to see my first half and second half of the week to see how that turned out. And then on the freebie sheet for the month of February, I have used one of the flags, the Don't Forget flag, and I put Little Miss Panda up in the Thoughtful Thought box. I have a couple of extra hearts that I'm probably going to throw in here, and then I'm definitely going to do the laundry day, probably this light laundry day right here, because laundry day in my household is always on Sundays. So I'm probably going to throw that in like right there. Okay. And then there are some more functional stickers on here. Again, I can't use them yet because it's like gas and shopping and Happy Meal, and I don't know when that comes until pretty much it gets here. So that is that. Mondays I could do the bills because Monday is a bill day. So I'm going to throw that in there. Bills due on Monday. There we go. So that's that. Best day ever. I'm going to hang on to that because we'll see which day this week is the best day ever, if any. So that's it from this kit. In addition, I used, like I was saying before, the half boxes from Libbie Co's February sheets. She does full kits. I bought a couple of singletons just to supplement my other kits for the month. So I'm glad I did because I actually used them. And just some of the half boxes on there, and there's still plenty more to use later in the month. I also used the quarter boxes that came from my Lexie Kylee monthly kit for the month of February. And there's still plenty more on here to use again later in the month. I just kind of use this as washi. So that's all the extras that I threw into here. Now it's time for me to put in all my functional stickers. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, and I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, so I only had a few functional stickers to put in for this week. I already talked about how I'm going to be paying bills on the 1st, so I threw that in there. It's garbage day, Tuesday night into Wednesday. Wednesday's when they do pick up. And then my daughter has dance class on Saturday, and then we have... It's actually a really cool play date. One of the, it's weird, it's a grocery store actually, Whole Foods. brings in a bunch of snow machines to make fake snow for us down here in the South, and then makes a sledding hill. And so my daughter's going to be doing the snow day event with her play group there and getting to go sledding, even though it's probably going to be like 60 something degrees because we're having like this weird warm snap here in the South. And then the laundry day sticker you already saw. I like to do my laundry on Sundays. I also have to do some probably throughout the week too, so I might be adding in another laundry day sticker somewhere else. So this is my first week of February spread, using the pink and blue Valentine's Day kit from Simple Paperie, as well as some extras. Thank you for watching my very first Plan With Me weekly spread. I'll include links to all of the shops that I used in this weekly spread in the description of the video, and I will also have all of these shops tagged in my Instagram photos of my first half of the week and second half of the week. I hope you enjoyed watching today. Thank you so much.